I'm going to take advantage of this warm yet snowy day here, and I'm going to do a little maintenance on my lawn tractor. I'm going to pull that deck off here and fix it up a little bit. This project is inspired by the channel BC Truck. I'm going to go ahead and leave you a link to his channel below, because he knows a ton about these kind of things. But let's get to work. Just a couple cotter pins and some slip connections, and the deck comes off very easy. You can see how that looks. This deck has not been off this mower in a very, very long time. I guess I should tell you right now, this mower's 15 years old. Went ahead and took that deck on around to the garage. Make it a little bit easier to work on. I want to put it up on a table here. You can see the condition it's in. A little dirty, but overall, pretty good. Just gonna do a little touch-up stuff, a little tiny maintenance, but we'll see how it goes. With the mower deck flipped over, you can go ahead and see the grass buildup that I've got underneath there. You can see the condition of these blades. They've hit a couple stumps and a bunch of rocks, so they're pretty chipped up, but I'm not going to replace them yet, to be honest with you. Just do a little touch-up on those as well here in a couple minutes. Give you a little close-up there. I've also got some pieces that have broke off in the past. I'm going to grind all that down. And this section here, the discharge, I've actually hit some rocks and, believe it or not, thrown them through the windows of the house before, so I need to do something about that. And that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to knock out on this project. Okay, well, you can go ahead and see the steel shroud that I made here. I'm going to say that I fabricated that. I just bolted that on in the existing bolt holes there. And when I say fabricated that to the proper angle, what I mean, technically speaking, is that I put that piece of steel in a vise and then I smacked it with a hammer a bunch of times until it got to the angle that I wanted. So, to anybody who's actually a fabricator out there, a steel fabricator, I apologize. I am in no way, shape, or form a fabricator. But you can see it got the angle that I needed. And that's going to work and hopefully keep this thing from throwing rocks through any more windows in the future. And that's really all that I need to do. Other than that, nice and solid. I might touch it up with a little bit of paint here later. We'll see. Not a big deal. Quick shot of the underside there of how I put that deflector shield on there. Yeah, I decided to go with the word deflector shield instead of shroud. Anyhow, you can see where I misdrilled that the first time. But again, finally got it bolted on there. It's solid as a rock. I was going to weld it, but not going to bother now. The underside of this thing really needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Surprisingly, my spindles are in fantastic condition, which I can't believe with as many stumps and stuff as I've hit with these things. But they're straight as an arrow, spinning nicely. Great condition. So, with the magic of editing, let's go ahead and show you what this looks like cleaned up. There we go. How about that? Everything's cleaned up nicely. I went ahead and greased those spindles a little bit. And other than that, that's it. You can see where I grinded some of that old jagged metal off there. Give you another little shot there. Don't know why, just, gratuitous. Otherwise, pretty clean. Let's go ahead and take a look at those blades. Well, those blades cleaned up pretty nicely. I think I can get another season, maybe 2 out of these. I didn't bother to take all the chips out of them. I just went ahead and put a little bit of a better bevel on them, a little bit of an edge. Ran them down the old bench grinder a couple times. You can see that. Nothing fancy. Pretty straightforward. Well, I got everything back together there, and I guess I'll give you one more brief glimpse of her before we get her flipped over and look at those belts. Or actually, I should say the belt. There's only one belt on this thing, on this section. So, anyhow, blades are attached again. Nice and firm. Everything's lined up. You can see again where I grinded that off and cleaned that up a little bit. Let's take a look at that belt. Again, this mower is 15 years old and this belt is in amazingly great condition. It has a little bit of skin wear on it. Not here. Hold on a second. The skin wear is just here's where it is. Right up here, a little bit of skin wear, but there's no cracks, no cuts, nothing like that. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on here for now. I think I can get a season out of it. I'll go ahead and pick one up just to have it on hand in case I do need it. But other than that, this little maintenance project is done. Maybe you enjoyed this video, maybe you didn't. If you did, give me a thumbs up like. Either way, I'll see you next time.